around the world for this day and the celebration, commemoration and remembrance more than anything of those great Sikh soldiers who died in First and Second World War to save the sovereignty of Britain, France and Belgium in First World War and Second World War, who the number amounts to 83,000 plus and 109,000 injured. A tiny minority, 1.5% at that time of the country's population, but their sacrifices are phenomenal, which the world wonders at. Khalistan Day Parade today marks this historic event as the leader in this particular tribute to our ancestors who fought in Flanders fields, Neuchâtel, Givenchy, Burgundy, Gallipoli, and in Battle of El Alamein, Battle of Tobruk, and many, many more, and has left a very deep impact on the whole mankind, that such a determined, a very small, tiny minority can do such a phenomenal job to help the humanity and mankind. Khalistan Day Parade is a mission started by me in Washington, D.C. about 16-17 years ago. I have been in this struggle for 36 years, since April 13, 1978, when 13 innocent Sikhs were massacred in Amritsar by the Ninkaris. And then since 1984, I have been running demonstration along with Dr. Ajrawat, also in the US Capitol, in the US Congress, US Senate, to bring to the attention the plight of the Sikhs, the Sikh Holocaust of 84, and the lost geopolitical sovereignty of the Sikhs we lost to the Britishers in 1849. The recent revelation of the world about the British involvement in the attack on the Golden Temple in the Operation Blue Star is very painful, very disheartening. But my pledge and my warning to the Britisher is that we have been your friends. We have shown great magnanimity towards you, helped you in saving your sovereignty, but you have repeatedly sabotaged and shown treachery. We will not behave violently, but Sikhs, where they are great friends, like we have been, despite you sabotaging our sovereignty in 1849, and also converting the Sikh sovereign, minor Sikh sovereign Maharaja Dalip Singh, to Christian, and between that one and then the sabotage to our sovereignty in 1947, and then the recent revelation, we are not going to sit tight. In a peaceful, democratic and a political way, we will reveal to you that you have done wrong to us, and we are not sitting and holding back. We shall repay back with a decorum, with a civilized way, which you will regret why you had done that to the Sikhs. Despite your betrayal, despite your treachery and ungratefulness, we shall continue to practice the correct principle which was taught to us by the great Gurus, the basic Sikh ethos, and we will continue to pray for the welfare of the whole mankind. Nanak Naam Chardi Kala, Tere Pane Sarbat Ka Pala. So where we do that prayer, we will have our own intelligence, ethical intelligence, which will tackle the assaults like your intelligence agency, SAS. All Britishers are not bad. These are select politicians or people. And that person, Margaret Thatcher, the so-called Prime Minister of England and the Iron Lady, I have a title for her. I call her an evil lady who did not look at history. And those people who has taken a pledge at the Golden Temple before they went out in World War I and World War II to save the sovereignty of England, France and Britain, you betrayed, and the same place they took the pledge, you desecrated. And the worst crime your people, your SAS and your MI6 has committed against the Sikhs is killing of the innocent Sikhs, the pilgrims on June 6, 1984, when people who had no fault, they were not even militants, and killing them, the world is not going to forget and not going to forgive you. And the stonewalling by your secretary William Hague or any other is not going to help you, because the world knows the truth. and we will make sure that the world knows the truth. But on this day, I also want to congratulate the whole Sikh nation around the world that Khalistan Day Parade and myself have become the leader of the Sikh community to working on reclaiming the lost geopolitical sovereignty and also reclaiming Elvidon Hall in Redford, Cambridgeshire, which is the palace of Maharaja Dalip Singh, who was the owner of that, and that one day 22,000 acre, and that place will be the mini Sikh state within England, because he bought with his own money, but he never got paid because he was kicked out again. He was exiled, so was the Queen Mother. So we are determined to get back what belongs to us on the righteous ground and not on any other ground. With that, I congratulate and I say to Sikhs that Khalistan, Khalsa Raj, we have ruled from 1799 to 1849. We shall get it back. We'll get our formal territory back. We will demarcate the lines with China again, which we did in 1834. We call it Johnson Line. And we are determined, like any other, like the Jews who got Israel back after 3,000 years after they were kicked out. Sikhs are as determined. We don't believe in any conversion. We don't like to be converted. We are proud people like Jews who have gotten their land back. And we fully, the Sikh nation, myself, we support the sovereignty of Jews, and also we support fully, in a very staunch way, the security of State of Israel. We mean well to Palestinians. There are 65 Islamic states, and Palestinian state will be 66 state, and but there's only one Jewish state, and we want to get the Sikh state Khalistan back. So with that words, again I say to everybody and recite after me, Khalistan Zindabad. Thank you very much.